Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays. I've got two really good medium tank games for you today, and we are kicking off with Saljin in his Leopard PTA. This is a tank I do own, but I haven't started playing it yet because I don't have a crew for it. But it's a 49%er on Karelia, and we're just gonna go. What can I say about the Leopard PTA? I haven't played it myself, and really, the best advice I could give to anyone who's wondering whether or not to get this tank or are planning or currently on the grind to it is advice I heard Wargaming give when this tank was first introduced. It's a tank that has very poor armor, or next to no armor, but it's got a very accurate gun. It's a very fast tank, as you can see. And the advice Wargaming gave, and it's pretty much advice I see a lot of PTA drivers using, is use this tank exactly like you would a Hellcat. Use it for getting into position early, just like Saljin is here. Use it for hit and run tactics, use it for flanking. There we go, first kill of the game, beautiful kill on that Aufpanther. So he's already put a shot into the enemy Leopard PTA as well on the way up the hill, so nice start to the game. It's a tier 9 game, but there are only 4 tier 9s on either side, and RT is in play. So one thing you do not want to do in a Leopard PTA is get hit by RT. But Saljin's been really aggressive, he's flanking. He notices that the Leopard PTAs are focused on the tanks below them, pokes the corner, gets a nice shot down on the enemy PTA. That's one of the better players on the enemy team. Rather than focusing on the guys below him, he is now looking for shots across the valley until he gets into position, and now he can go to work again. So he's changed angle, looking for gun depression. Gets a beautiful shot into the first Leopard PTA. Second one is completely ignoring him. He is able to reload, get into position. And unfortunately the gun depression is letting him down, but he does get another shot in. So this match is only 2 minutes old, and Saljin's already on almost 2,000 damage with 2 kills. And now the Leopard PTA gets to become a sniper. It's done its flanking, it's done its getting into position early. It is now going to be sniping. There's a T-49 on the enemy team for some reason. Got a fail platoon. But he gets a nice shot into the back of the Type 59. And takes him out for kill number 3. You can see that the gun is pretty accurate. 9.9 second reload. Gets kill number 4. But it's a good sniper, and if you play it a lot like a Hellcat, I do think you're going to have success with this tank. So that shot probably went in on the Tiger 2. Tiger 2 is backing off, and this gun has more than enough penetration to go through the front of a Tiger 2 even at distance. Nice shot into the lower glacis. So Saljin's on 4 kills. 2 seconds. Is he going to get kill number 5? Yes, he is. So 5 kills. T-49's backing away. Again, gun depression problems, but he's able to secure the kill on that poor little tier 5. That's his top gun. And the T-34 gets taken out before Saljin's able to get kill number 7. But still 5 tanks left on the enemy team, and for basically a 50-50 game, this is turning into a rout. So RT is the only tank on the enemy team that has not been spotted. The Waffenträger Panzer IV has last been spotted in the north. The other 3 enemy tanks have been spotted to the south. I might have tried flanking. I might have tried going for a flank if I'd been Saljin and flanked the 3 tanks to his right, but he moves up here to get a shot on the Waffenträger Panzer IV. Waffenträger gets taken out. Now he's going to hunt for RT. Now, one of the really nice things about the Leopard PTA is its speed. Even though his team have been outflanked in the south, he's able to get up here, he's able to take out RT for kill number 7, and he's got the speed. He's doing 70 kilometers an hour down here. He's able to get the speed out of this tank to be able to get around the map and wrap up remaining enemy tanks at the end of games. I really like tanks that can do that. Slow tanks do have their place in the game, but I really do think the upper tiers are now being dominated by fast medium tanks because they're just so versatile. And I think a lot of the map choices and map design decisions that Wargaming have basically made medium tanks the most important tanks on the field. So he takes out the Object 704 for kill number 8. There's his Radley Walters. His VK4502 gets one shot in. First damage of the game Saljin has taken. But we've seen it in previous replays. He's on full health up till that shot. He can use his hit point pool as a resource. He can afford to take hits. Oh, I don't know what delayed. I don't know why he delayed his shot there. Could have had a beautiful shot on the lower glacis. He takes another shot from the VK as a result. RT goes for another stupid shot. Really stupid shot. How many times am I seeing this in replays? That M12 on Saljin's team nearly took him out. Nearly prevented kill number 9 on the VK. He has now got the back of this IS-3. Is he going to reload in time for his Pools medal? He's on 9 kills. And no, the T25-2 takes the kill. So close to getting a Pools medal, but a really good game and a really good tank, providing you know what you're doing. So that was an ace tanker, not surprisingly, for Saljin. He also picked up his Radley Walters, just missed out on the Pools medal by about 4 seconds. Automatic Top Gun, he also picked up High Caliber and Sniper. Really good game. 1276 XP for that. Almost 6,000 damage and 9 kills. He fired 21, hit 20 and penned 20. The penetration on this gun is fantastic. He received 3 hits and all 3 penned. The armor is not fantastic, but because he conserved his hit points at the beginning of the game, he was able to take those hits at the end without too much trouble. He spotted 4, damaged 12, destroyed 9 and earned almost 37,000 credits for the game. 1914 XP with a premium account. First game of the day, left him on 3,828 XP. Really good game in the Leopard Prototype A. The first time I've brought you any gameplay from this tank to the channel, and really looking forward to getting this tank. As I say, Wargaming's advice is play it like a big Hellcat, and Saljin certainly did that in that particular game. Next we are with Nealon Travels in her Object 140 on Erlenberg. Now Nealon has sent me an absolute pile of Object 140 replays. She obviously loves this tank and she obviously plays it really well, as you're about to see from this game. This is a huge damage game, and enough talking, I am just going to go. But Nealon really does seem to like this tank, and I can see why. She plays it really aggressively, and when again you're comparing, it's the second of it's the second tier 10 Russian medium tank that was released after the T62A, but it is a really good tank. When people are comparing it against the T62A, they basically say it's a tank with slightly more gun depression but less armor. But having said that, it doesn't mean it doesn't have armor. It's the armor may not be as good frontally as the T62A, but it is still very good. So gets a nice shot in on the VK, sets him on fire. And that VK4502B is not carrying a fire extinguisher. Look at all that damage. Neon is already up to 1100, almost 1200 damage just from that one shot on the VK. Must have hit him again, set him on fire a second time. Absolutely amazing. Did all the damage to that VK with 2 shots and 2 engine fires. And she's continuing to be aggressive. Gets a shot in on that Carnarvon. Bounces a shot, and as I say, it's the tank is not known for its armor, but it can bounce. She just bounced an IS-3 as well. Fighting with this gun depression, and as a result gets a shot in on the IS-3, but the Carnarvon is able to hit her. Goes for a track shot on the Carnarvon. Could have gone for his ammo rack, just shooting his lower glacis, but pops back up, gets a shot into his side. And continuing to work on this Carnarvon, just bounced the Carnarvon again. Being really, really aggressive, takes out the Carnarvon, and she is up to over 3k damage. She's on 3.1k damage plus the extra damage on that blind kill on the VK. This is turning into a big game, and it's only going to get bigger, guys. So IS-3 decides to run, and T-28 prototype gets a shot into the side of Nealon, but Nealon does take out the IS-3 with 2 lovely shots in a row on the move. With that roll from the T-28 prototype, it doesn't look as if the T-28 prototype is fully upgraded. That looks like a stock gun. But Nealon is still on the prowl. She's still looking for shots. Is she going to get revenge on this T-28 prototype? No, the T-28's behind buildings. But her team has continued to advance. Now, they have lost the other flank, but they are being really aggressive on this flank. And Nealon's got shots on this 7-1. Oh, had shots. 7-1 moves into cover. So Nealon continues to advance. Centurion 7-1 eventually gets taken out. So Nealon sees the danger in the south. She's moving into the middle of the map to deal damage to these guys in the south. She's got all sorts of choices to make here. She can get side shots on the tanks in the north. She can get side shots on the tanks in the south. She decides to go for south. Gets a nice shot into the side of an E50M. E50M stops in the open to take a shot. And Nealon is able to get another shot in. You look at the rate of fire on this tank. Oh, unlucky. Hits a wreck. Doesn't get a third shot into the E50M, but 5.4 second reload on the Object 140. Really, really good rate of fire. Nice alpha damage. And I'm starting to see why so many people go for the Object 140 first after unlocking the T62A. Moves in, again flanking these tanks, getting flank shots, gets one shot into the VK for 502A, gets another shot in, leaves him on 31 health. Takes him out with a shot to the lower glacis. There's a Batchat to her right, and yes! Okay, gets a lovely shot in, keeping an eye on that E50M. But she's hull down, slightly better gun depression. She's able to get the gun depression to get a shot in. Gets another shot in. This is turning into a huge game. Gets another shot in, rolls low, leaves the E50M on 1 health, and the IS-7 nicks that kill. Oh, that was so close to kill number 5. I really don't know how many times I see replays where I don't know. I really do. I've said it before. I think it's fixed. I think RNG is designed to have mercy rolls, whereas if someone is taking a pounding as having a bad game, the last shot that should have killed them will always run or roll low. But Nealon is up to 4 kills, over 6k damage. Is that 6.6? Can't quite see. T-28 prototype that was in the middle gets taken out. 4 tanks left on the enemy team. So there's still plenty of damage, still plenty of HP left on the enemy team. So Nealon is advancing. And again, when you're in a medium tank, you just have this flexibility to maneuver all around the battlefield that you really don't have in most heavy tanks in the modern World of Tanks game. That's why I think there are so many people playing medium tanks now. I think a lot of heavy tanks have suffered from power creep. TDs are being nerfed. Gets a nice blind shot in the ISU 152, hangs around on the ridge to get a shot at this Borsig, gets one in. ISU 152 misses a shot. She ignores the tanks in front of her to see if she can get a shot on this Jagdpanzer E100, and does! Sneaks one into the side of his turret. So she's on 6.7k damage, gets another beautiful shot into the ISU 152. And unfortunately, ISU 152 manages to pen her in the commander's hatch. But she does return fire, does take out the ISU for kill number 5. Needs one more kill for Top Gun, but she's on 4,000 or 7,400 damage. Continuing to work on this Borsig. Oh, and again leaves him on just 40 something health. So she's up to 8k damage, 5 kills. Needs one more kill for Top Gun. Her team going to let her get Top Gun. She gets a nice shot into the back of the Jagdpanzer E100. Jagdpanzer E100's almost dead, but the Batshot ninjas the kill. Really, really selfish play by some players sometimes. So, just like the first game where the Pool's medal was denied by a last second shot, this time Top Gun was denied with a last second shot, but it was still an absolutely huge game. She picked up the Ace Tanker, she also picked up High Caliber, and look at this damage. That poor VK4502B. 1,850 damage. She finished top on XP with 1433, did 9,432 damage. 9,000 damage. So XVM only recorded 8,000. She did another 1,000 damage while firing blind. She fired 33, hit 30, pen 29, huge damage total. She received 9 hits, 5 of them were automatic bounces. Her tracks did eat a shot or two. She spotted 7, damaged 9, destroyed 5, and even managed 1,200 assistance damage. She picked up 69,000 credits for that game, and again, big game in a tier 10 tank. Love seeing tier 10s make profit. Wasn't her first game of the day, but she did earn 2,149 XP with a premium account. Really good replays today, guys. Well played, Neilon, and well played, Saljin. I really enjoyed those, and I hope you guys at home enjoyed them too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.